person gave their thoughts about this dam.
So they want the dam?
No.
No.
No. They say that this will ruin the life of the children or the future of the communities. And this, I haven't been here actually. This one, I just talked to the person who belongs to this organization. And this is the Paprika River, and it's 400 kilometers long, and it's the longest river of Central America. And this river, they want to dam the river first. US wants to dam it, and then Taiwan, and not China. And the Chinese company is neutral, and the others have pulled out in the past because they found out it's not feasible because the river banks are too weak, and also the production won't be so high because that's all they care about. They don't care about the rivers really. But China wants it apparently because maybe they're in competition with Taiwan, and they want it because Taiwan didn't have it. And this river, lots of indigenous communities are on this river, including the Tawaks. Tawaks is only 500 people in this community, and the person who I spoke to say they will extinct if this dam goes ahead, because all these communities, they depend on this river. Their lives are completely, the reason I didn't go out there because it would take a few days to go out there, and I didn't plan ahead. You have to go through forest, rivers, there's no roads out there. So to have this dam, you have to build roads, and you have to ruin the rivers. And so this is one little protest they did. And this is another protest of another community called San Jose against another dam. This was on 26th, on Boxing Day, 26th of December. And we walked 6 kilometers and in the cold. And we, so they very much like, we don't want privatized water. And not the police cars that number plate. And this one is another community called El Potrero. They're not organizing against the dam at this point. They are organizing, this is a slightly isolated community, and they are getting together for workshops about how to, learning about the Convention 169 for indigenous rights, because Honduras is signature to it, and it's not perfect, but they want to know it so that they can use it and make demands based on it. And they also got together to talk about So pretty much like they went through the workshop saying, what does this article mean? How do we understand it? What is it respected? Yes or no, and why? And then there's other things about analysis about resistance. This is really, it's a shame you can't really see it, and I can't see it that well either. But, oh my God! And now you can't at all. I'm sorry. sorry. But this is really nice. They just had a workshop where the people of the community, they name different things that are theirs, like what are the plants, what are the animals, what are the knowledge that they have. And so, but the funny thing is they left out corn. They forgot about corn. And that corn is very special too. But they named a lot of plants and everything, and in the end, and especially the women, they named a lot of plants. Unfortunately, there's a lot of there's a lot of work to do to get women participating a lot. But they were participating a lot when people are naming plants. So they know a lot of the plants and animals. But this is an exercise for the Lanka community to value what they have, or who they are, which is important because there's a lot of discrimination and a lot of they kind of like and you see they have a lot of wealth, not in money terms, but they have a lot of wealth and they need to protect it. And they're organizing a committee, and that's it. Oh, I wanted to tell a story. Just something funny. I was arriving in that building one night to the community where they have workshops, but I was arriving in the evening. I don't have the mobile phone of anybody inside, and it's a gate outside, so you can't. The only way you could get their attention is by beeping or something to come and open the gate. So I got a taxi to the gate, and I said, "Can you please beep?" But this beep made this really bad sound. And I was like, oh no, because there's a lot of persecution, so like they would think the worst. Yeah. So it really scared them a lot, and he did it a lot for a long time. But yeah, I don't know why he has that for his, Okay, so.
Did they open the gate?
Yeah, they came out. They were like, close.
Rosie, can you explain, because personally I don't know anything what's going on political in Honduras, if they have democracy or if there is dictatorship now or there. Can you explain to us like what's the political situation? What's going on in Honduras? Just to take some.
Yeah, just a short explanation is that this is a country that has never had like a left-wing party or anything. But its last government, which was to finish in at the end of 2009. It was elected on right-wing party, and he was a wealthy man, the president, but for some reason he listened to a lot of the community demands and he made a lot of reforms, like increased minimum wage by 60% and passed a lot of laws in favor of different marginalized communities. And so U.S. government is that has historically had stronghold on Honduras. Honduras is like the Colombia of South America, or Israel, or it's where the U.S. has military bases. It had one military base and now it has 3 since the coup. And so because of the domination and feeling, I guess, threatened or by the rise of social movements, this coup took place.
It's now it's a dictatorship now until now.
So the president was taken out of the country, put on a plane, taken to the military base, U.S. military base, put on a small plane to Costa Rica, and then the Congress say, okay, this other guy will be the president, and then this guy, the guy from Micheletti, and then they held an election under militarized conditions, so he legitimately made a new president that began in January, and his name is Lobo. And he's very right-wing, but there are people, the right-wing play lots of games to confuse. I guess there's a lot of divisions and it's very confusing because the right-wing will do something, and then further the extreme right will say something else and makes the right-wing look like as though they are left, but they're not. So yeah.
Yes. I get the picture. Yeah, this is very, very tense and very bad for the farmers and the workers over there.
Yeah, everybody who is not in the top 10% of the country is not one of the 11 families who own most of the wealth in this country.
Yes.
I think when this guy Lobo was getting in those elections, I think I'm not sure. I'm pretty sure that a lot of people decided to boycott the elections and not participate in them because there was no space for them at all. And I think they're coming to elections again. And I read somewhere that a lot of the big groups of social movements that have been created out of reaction of all these are also planning on not participating in these elections either at all because they just see it so pointless.
Yeah.
And the stuff, I think, from memory, I think the stuff that was in the media at the time was Zelai's time.
So a lot of the propaganda says it's because he wants to re-elect himself, which is not in the constitution. It doesn't allow, because he's trying to change constitution, but or trying to have a national constituent assembly change the constitution. But the election is in November, and they wanted to have a voting box in November, the same day that they have the election, to say, do we or do we not want a national constituent assembly, which will reform the constitution. So how is it possible for him to re-elect himself when his term was ending then? It wasn't, yeah.
It's a silly question, but the things that happened in Egypt, how likely would it be for something similar to happen in Honduras?
There is uprising, so what do you mean exactly?
Like a very popular uprising.